My first takeaway is that the United States owns CONCACAF. It's theirs now. Right now, if there's a king of the CONCACAF, it's the United States. Let's talk about it. Out of all the Nations Leagues, because there's only been 3, they've won all 3. 47 goals for, 10 against. They're running through teams. This is a team that's just been running through the CONCACAF. And you can also look at the Gold Cup. 2023 semifinals, that's a disappointment to the United States. 2021, they won it. Out of the last 5 eligible trophies that you can win in CONCACAF, the U.S. has 4 of them. Who's the king? It's got to be the U.S. The U.S. right now is head and heels the best team in CONCACAF. They're the most dangerous team in CONCACAF. And I don't think there's a debate. There really isn't. My number 2 key takeaway is that in order to be successful, the United States needs to have all their midfielders available. And I'm talking about Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams, and Gio Reyna. The show they put on last night, all 3 of them playing together, was unbelievable. They ran the midfield. And what happened when they ran the midfield? The United States was getting chances left and right. It was unbelievable. Up and down. Tyler Adams was winning the ball back, playing it really quickly to Gio Reyna, who's using the space beautifully. Weston McKennie he's an engine. He box-to-box midfielder. He'll give you offense. He'll give you defense. He loves the red, white, and blue. He really does. And Tyler Adams brings the sort of leadership that you want in that midfield. I know he's young, but he's an excellent player. I think this team, having Tyler Adams be able to... He only played 45 minutes yesterday, and he was arguably the best player in the game. Imagine he plays 90 minutes, what he can do. These young midfielders, they're playing well. They love their country. I mean, Tyler Adams, goal scorer. Gio Reyna, goal scorer. Weston McKennie got an assist. I mean, there were 2 goals in the game. Look at the goal contributions, all involved in the midfield. And it's also like a little key mini takeaway is that I think the Reyna and Greg Berhalter, that feud is over. All right, it was clear when Gio Reyna scored and Greg ran all the way down the pitch to celebrate the team. The feud is over. Let's all move on. It was awkward at first. It was, like, well, why are you doing this? But it's over. Let's move on. Gio Reyna is going to be playing for this team moving on, and he's going to be a great addition. He's a fantastic player. He takes a lot of weight off Christian Pulisic's back, which allows Christian Pulisic to do what he does best. And he showed it last night too. I mean, how many times was he close to scoring? At least 3 or 4 times. The midfield is so important for this team. And now that they're all healthy, and both mentally and physically, I think that this midfield can make something happen in this tournament, especially in the Copa America tournament coming up. I mean, keep an eye out for that midfield. It's a good midfield. The last takeaway is that this rivalry is just well and alive. This is a good one. Over the past couple of years, this rivalry has definitely gained more notoriety around the world, especially as the U.S. got better and people, appreciate the USMNT a little bit more. But I love this rivalry. It's one of my favorite ones. I mean, besides the obvious Argentina, Brazil, and probably like Germany, France, this is up there. This is one of the best rivalries in international football. These teams hate each other. These fans hate each other. And I just love every single bit of that. I think it makes the game better, makes it more fun. There's more meaning to the games. There's no friendlies. Mexico, United States, you see how friendly. It's not friendly. There is no love lost between these teams. But it's also true to say that the U.S. has owned this rivalry in the past. I mean, obviously, since 2000, the U.S. has increased their talent. The U.S. has won 19. There's been 8 ties, and Mexico has only won 9. So there's obviously a clear, the past 24 years. So the U.S., like Mexico dominated before the 2000s, don't get me wrong, and I still think Mexico historically are the more successful team. But the U.S. is climbing up the ranks every single year more and more. And that is 5, that is what? Out of the last 6, that is 5 wins for the U.S., 1 draw. Mexico can't even score on the U.S. right now. They haven't scored since 2021 against them. Haven't won since 2019. Let me tell you something. I know, like, you see this team's winning more than the other team. There's no rivalry. This adds to the rivalry because Mexicans hate losing to the U.S. They hate it. And the more it builds up, the more the rivalry builds up, and it's going to be great. And I really hope these teams run into each other into the Copa America. That'll give us a great show. And yeah, this rivalry is alive and well, fellas. So yeah, those are my key takeaways. Keep an eye out for this team. Again, it's a good team. And for State of Soccer TV, it's been Manny, and see you on the next one.